Welcome guys back to another Talknite video, and today we're going to be talking about a lot of different stuff, and a lot of different stuff are actually happening right now. A big thing is Fortnite delaying.
Again,
I just want to put that out there. That is a big thing. It's a problem.
the problem is Fortnite tweeted out because of the Fortnite delay is because of all the riots about Black Lives Matter and stuff, because they don't want to interfere and get all the hype out when all this stuff is happening. They
Yeah.
want to make people stay focused on the riots and all that stuff.
Yeah, which makes sense, but I mean, if there's people who don't want to be in that kind of stuff, and so that's why they want the event, because they're not in it, they don't want to, like, they just want to, like, get away from it. But there's like some people who were like that and who want the Fortnite event to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. Yeah, it's delayed 10 days. 10
Yeah.
days. That's a decent amount of time.
Mhm.
So, do you think we'll see one last miniature update before the season ends?
I don't
Well,
think
I'm
so
just
because Epic wasn't planning. Epic. Well, initially the new season would have started now, and
Mhm.
it takes a little bit of like a decent amount of time to get all that coding and stuff for a new update.
Oh yeah,
And
lots of work.
yeah, so I don't think they'll be doing a new update.
Yeah. But like there's so much like stuff now that we have so much more information about what could possibly happen in the next season. Over just a couple of days, we've gotten so much information of what we could expect. A big thing is, I think Aquaman, is that his name? What's his name?
Yeah, Aquaman.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are saying he might come out. And do you think so? Like, do you think he'll come next season?
I don't know. Those are just theories because of water and like
Um,
they've been doing a lot
yeah.
of collabs with Marvel and stuff, and since it's a
I
water
don't I don't
season,
think
stuff
so.
like that. But
I don't think so because they've done so many collabs recently
yeah,
that I feel like they won't. I mean, they have still the Deadpool is still in the game. Like he's Deadpool's literally been in for the entire season. You know what
mhm,
I mean?
yeah,
I feel like 2 times in a row, and
yeah,
Aquaman is gonna be in the battle pass. If he does come out, he's gonna be in the battle pass, right? You know what I mean?
mhm.
So that's gonna be 2 times that they're going to team up for an entire season. I don't think so. I honestly do not think so. That they would team up for 2 whole seasons. Um, I just feel like that's not something they would do. So, I mean, that would be cool, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Um, if they did, I think Tritons, from like the
Yeah,
Tritons that even in Minecraft has Tritons. But I think that'd be a cool melee weapon. Especially because we don't really have any melee weapons right now. I think, especially for underwater, that would be overpowered, right?
yeah, definitely.
Um, we're probably gonna see scuba diving suits, maybe. I would assume so. Like some like consider it equipment, I guess. Like the
Mhm.
phone booths may turn into like like put on some like scuba diving suit or something. That'd be quite cool. We've kind of seen Fortnite's kind of told us that that's possible. If you look in one of the loading screens in the battle pass, it shows a picture of the shark, and there's a guy who's like in a scuba suit, like just hovering above the water, looking at the shark. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that would be kind of obvious that they're gonna bring that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Especially with Deadpool even using a scuba diving suit right now.
and if
Like he,
the
yeah,
next season, if it is water,
it
um,
has to be. There's no way it's not.
yeah, they'll
Sony,
definitely
yeah,
bring back like snorkel ops and the other male
yeah, for
snorkels.
sure. Probably a whole bunch of new stuff like
Yeah,
that.
maybe
That
new.
brings out a lot of possibilities.
Yeah,
Um, People were talking about sharks as vehicles. Um, I don't think so.
yeah,
I feel like that would just be dumb. Really though, like
yeah. There hasn't been any. animal
No.
mining, which is I don't think that's right for Fortnite, to be honest. I think we should
Yeah,
just stick with vehicles.
yeah, I think they're for sure gonna add a new boat. Like, I'm I'm assuming they would add a new boat. Like that would be pretty cool. Um, I think yeah, like they should add a new boat, right? Like to get
Maybe
around. I
like a
think
jet ski.
yeah, exactly. Like something small, or a boat with gun, like with a like I said last episode with a gun on it. I think that would be really interesting. But another thing I want to talk about too is that no sweatshirts is literally spread everywhere now. Like every building has like a no sweat insurance sign. You know what I mean? So we know that something bad is going to happen to these places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as we saw when the volcano blew up last in chapter one, remember when the volcano blew up, and that was the only building that survived and tilted was no sweat insurance. So do you think it will be? Do you think it will still survive this season?
Uh,
Or
I don't know.
will all the other buildings with no sweat insurance? Do you think they'll survive? Like the
I
flood?
hmm, well, we're not sure. We're not
Would
for
you?
sure that there even is going to be a flood. But
Yeah,
if
I
there
mean
was,
Sony.
I would
Yeah.
say maybe some of them got destroyed and some of them would survive.
But Sony leaked out a new picture of the game. Like they changed the cover of the game, Sony, and it was literally a picture of the battle bus flying over water and a little island in the middle of a huge ocean. Like and that was leaked by Sony. Like Sony, and I don't think they meant to do that really because as you saw, it got delayed, right? So
Hmm.
many times that Sony was just like, whatever, we'll just put it on there, you know? And that's the next season like cover. Like they always change the cover of the game every season,
Yeah.
right? So it's pretty certain. Now I feel like if they didn't do that, they tricked us all. They honestly tricked us all. If
Yeah.
it doesn't flood, they have tricked us all, and we will all look so stupid, bro. Like honestly, because that's what everyone thinks. And yeah, you may be right. Maybe there won't be even a flood. But again, we've seen puddles of water on the ground, um, like different stuff like that, right? But another cool thing that I watched this YouTube video, just a quick like small video about a couple things that might happen next season, and one of them, which I totally forgot about this, I literally totally forgot about this. If you remember back in chapter one, we had a battle between the monster and that robot. What's I don't do they have names?
Um.
Because I already forgot.
Yeah, the mecha
Yes, yeah, and
team
then
or something.
yeah. Anyways, the monster bit off the robot's arm and threw it into the ocean.
Mm.
So we're wondering if the robot's arm has gotten through the portal in chapter one. Remember season X when everything went through into like the portal or whatever, you know?
Yeah, the
I
Lego portal.
wonder if I wonder if it's here. Like
That'd
I
be cool.
wonder if it will appear next season. That would be quite cool if we could find his arm. We saw the Durburger heads and tomato heads like buried over by the woods, right?
Yeah.
And so I feel like obviously they're bringing back stuff from chapter one into here. We saw Truckosaurus, which is underwater right now, and he was back in chapter one. Um, like we've seen so much stuff from that back in chapter one that came over in chapter two through the black hole, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that would just make sense, especially if the theme is going to be underwater and it was underwater. I think that would just make sense, you know.
It would definitely.
Another cool thing that this would actually be really neat if Meowsicle's ship was like sinking as the game was continuing, like I think that'd be quite cool. Or if again, if Meowsicle's ship could drive around, I think that'd be really cool too.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
I
that'd be
feel
cool.
like it's yeah, I think that would be. I don't really know what's going on with Meowsicles right now. I mean, he's in a box factory. He's been there for a pretty couple months now, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't know if what's going to happen to him. But I feel like he might survive. I mean, he's the closest one to the vault, right? Well, is the vault, okay, we all thought like the vault would open up and, you know, a whole bunch of, you know, the Shadow would come out, right? We don't even really know if Shadow or is the bad guys anymore, really. Like, we don't even know.
Yeah.
Right. But anyways, what I'm saying is like maybe that vault is where everybody's gonna go because of the floods. Like I'm just imagining everyone running in there in like the the
Yeah, like
trailer,
from like
right?
season 9, how
Yeah, exactly.
Peely
When
and
the bunker,
yeah.
Jonesy and the Peely went in there,
Yeah,
right?
but like maybe
I feel like
only 2 of them will go.
yeah, we'll see how many
Or like
people go in there, but I think that would be really cool because it still is closed. Like literally nothing has changed at that place recently. Like nothing. And it's just sitting there for all of us to wonder what it is. Like there's got to be something to do with it next season. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Either all the ice melts on the mountain, it all floods inside of there, and that opens up and floods a whole bunch of the area. I don't know. It has to do with next season. If it doesn't, I feel like that's gonna be a little bit triggering. Like we've been waiting so long for that place to change, and nothing has really happened. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, another thing that would be really cool is voice lines for the characters.
Yeah, that
Like we
yeah, to
have,
see whose voice
yeah, we
in Save
had
the
voice
World,
lines.
you do get to see some of the characters' voice, mostly all the defaults and
Mm-hmm.
like a little bit
Yeah,
of some of
exactly.
other skins, but in for the real Fortnite Battle Royale, that'd be cool to see what Fortnite thinks their voices were.
I think voice lines would be super cool. Like, and especially it would be easier to like if you don't have, especially for people who don't have mics, like talking, like telling you have shields for other people, like being the characters being able to talk, I think would be so helpful. Um,
Yeah.
Honestly, especially for people without mics. You know what I mean? Apex, Call of Duty Warzone, they all characters have voice lines, and they always usually talk about things. Like, if you mark a spot on Apex, your character will tell you that you're marking the spot. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I feel like we've already seen Fortnite take something, borrow, whatever you want to say. I'm just gonna say take stuff from Apex. Like for instance, the reboot, right?
Mhm.
Um, I think voice lines might be a thing, and
That'd
if
be
they are,
cool.
that's gonna be really cool, really cool.
Yeah.
Another thing too is that in a loading screen we also see Frenzy Farms on fire. I was looking the battle pass, trying to look for at the loading screens and stuff. We see Frenzy Farms, or is that what it's called? Frenzy, yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
Frenzy Farms.
Yeah, it's on fire in one of the loading screens. So there's a possibility that place will catch on fire. I don't know
Then
how,
maybe
especially
people.
especially if it's a flood. I don't know how that would work, but you know, I,
Yeah.
I we see it on fire on the loading screen. So, but I think weather changes. Weather is going to be a big part of the season, like weather. You know what I mean? Like rain, thunder, storms, and I think that's going to be a big part of season 3.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I think like it will be mainly about weather and stuff, and I think like we saw asteroids. Was that in season 3 or something?
Yeah,
Season
season
2.
3 and asteroids, and then like the big meteor
Yeah,
hit
and
for
they
season
did.
4.
Yeah, and they broke structures and I don't remember if they did damage to players or not, but I
No, they
think
did do
something
damage to
like that
players,
would
and they
be
did a
cool.
lot of damage to like other buildings and like player
Yeah,
buildings.
exactly. I think that would be cool too. We've also seen, how Kevin the Cube was made by a lightning strike. Imagine random lightning strikes happening in game. Like I think weather could be such a big thing this season, and they can do so much with that.
Yeah.
Like this could be so big, dude. Like insane.
Yeah.
But I mean, we just have to see. It's delayed 10 days. I hope we get some new content. We're gonna have to start talking about something else, because like this is a long delay.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Maybe a quick small event in Party Royale will happen in the
That'd
meantime.
be
That'd
cool.
be pretty
I
nice.
haven't. No, we had lots of events in Party Royale, but not
Well, we've had
lately.
yeah, exactly. But no, Party Royale is pretty good. Not gonna lie. I was playing Battle Lab. I was playing Battle Lab today, and I was looking at like how good the bots have gotten since the chapter 2 started. Like bots have changed so much. Like bots, literally. Okay, so I was boxed in, all right, and all these enemy bots were coming after me, right?
Okay.
And literally, I don't know how this happened, but one of the enemy bots edited my wall.
What?
I'm not lying. The bot literally edited my wall. So I was like, okay. What? Like, wait, what? So I went to go see if like a friendly bot could do that, and I boxed in a friendly bot, and he just edited the wall and blocked out. Instead of after trying to destroy it and me just replacing it over and over and over, he just edited it and walked out. So bots can now edit walls. Okay,
That
that is
is.
huge. Yeah, they know how to drink. I've seen them. I looked at them drinking minis, half pots, med kits, bandages. Um, like it's really weird how much developed they've gotten so developed.
Yeah, definitely.
It's insane. But yeah, there's still bots in the game. I mean, do you think we'll see bots in the game next season, especially if a lot of it is in water? How are bots gonna walk around when half the map is covered in water?
Uh,
Right.
no,
Like,
I think definitely bots will be still in the game. Bots are.
yeah.
They come in the game for a couple seasons now, and I think they should just stay in the game.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen decoy grenades, and they're like like they're bots that you can actually place, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, I think I don't know. I got a survey on how like about Meowsicle's Piao Piao rifle. I got a survey on it. Fortnite asked me to do a survey, and they asked me like, how many times do you find this? What do you think about it? And it's weird because they don't know what to do with Meowsicles right now, and like I don't know. Cats are afraid of water, bro. Like there's no way
Yeah.
he's gonna go towards the water. He's literally afraid of water.
Hmm.
Cats are literally afraid of water. So, like, where is he going to go? He needs his boat back. So that's why I'm thinking he's going to drive around on the island. I think Meowsicles being able to drive around on the boat would be so cool. Uh, I think that'd be quite cool.
That would be
Because
cool.
we've seen stuff move around by themselves. Like in Apex, there's a train that goes like around the entire map. And you can go on it, right? You can't drive it. You
Yeah.
can tell it to go backwards or forwards. Like I feel like that would be really cool if they added something like that, especially if it's water,
That would be cool. Yeah.
But
Okay.
another thing, but yeah, you can go ahead.
No, you go.
All right. Another thing. What last thing that I wanted to say was well, because if you know, if you played, have you ever played Warzone before? Call of Duty Warzone.
No, but I'm planning to.
Yeah, they got a gulag, which is pretty much where like you die and you go in the gulag and fight 1v1 somebody and then you get back into the game. Um, I was just thinking like what are your thoughts on that? Like do you think they would add something like that on Fortnite where you like have a quick 1v1 and maybe not in competitive games obviously. Um, or maybe actually, I don't know. But do you think they'll add something like that ever?
Um,
Maybe they
honestly,
remove reboot vans and add that? Like
I don't know. Fortnite's
yeah.
been really surprising lately with all the
Yeah,
stuff
no,
happening.
yeah, it's right now. Actually, I'm pretty amazed that Fortnite's pulling all this off.
Yeah.
Like, Fortnite's done a really good job recently, and you may not think that because they haven't updated recently. Like, no big major updates. Sure, little small updates where like buildings, whatever vehicles move, but like they're doing like the best they can. Like this season, I think is going to be huge. And I know we may say that every season, but some seasons I wasn't a big fan of. But I think this season's going to be very big because they got so much new stuff to work with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got so many new possibilities of collabs that they can get with. Like there's so much stuff they can do now. So I think there's just so many possibilities. We'll just have to wait. You know?
Yeah, we will have to wait and see what Fortnite comes up with, because people in the community think of something that's might gonna happen, and Fortnite just twisted it in so many ways that people are so
Yeah,
surprised.
exactly, dude. But yeah, there's so much stuff that is a possibility, but we just don't know yet.
Mhm.
Nobody can really prove it, but we just have to wait. Yeah, that's all we can do right
Yeah.
now.
Okay, so moving on, let's talk about some stuff that's happening in real life, not in a video game.
Yes, exactly.
COVID-19 is still a thing.
Yeah,
It's getting better, but now with
it's
all
mellowed down a little
yeah,
bit.
but
Like,
I think my personal opinion, with all these riots going around with black people and white, well,
mm-hmm.
everyone rioting about black lives, that's just gonna, like, so much people are coming in, and uh, so much people are coming to this one place with, like, there's no space, and I feel like
Yeah,
COVID-19 might just start up real bad again, especially in America. And
yeah. I mean, just because of that, we're yeah, we got. But sorry, what I'm gonna say is like, yeah, about that thing that happened with the cop, and I have looked into that a lot, and it's it's crazy, man. I can't really say much, especially because we're making a YouTube video, you know.
mm,
But like, it it's it's really it's crazy how something that happens can just blow up.
yeah,
And I'm not saying this is a little thing. I'm just saying like it's just amazing how something can blow up, you know?
hmm
And especially with riots and it turns into riots. Like that is a big thing. Like that is crazy how something that can turn into something so quickly, especially into that turns into riots, you know what I mean?
yeah. About
Yeah.
the riots, I know why people are doing the riots, but like they're blowing stuff up and like setting stuff on fire. I don't think that's right, because they're blowing up their own things and setting fire to
Yeah,
their own
but
things
this
in their own city, and the
yeah,
cops
but
aren't gonna
listen.
do anything about it. They're just gonna stand
But
there,
listen,
arrest people
listen,
who
listen,
do it.
listen. But listen, what the cop did wasn't right.
I know.
Sure, what
Cops
they're
have
doing isn't
cops
right, but what
cops
the
like
cop did.
take they
No, but it's just
overestimate their
no. Use
power,
the word.
and they just they disrespect their power and
Use the
how much
word
power they
cop
have over
because
people.
because let's because there was one main cop who started a lot of this, and I'm not just saying it was just him. Okay, I'm just saying main. So it was mainly him. You know, the guy who killed the black guy. I
Hmm.
don't know his name. What's his name? I don't even know his name. I don't remember.
The
I
George
looked
Floyd.
into it last night. Yeah, exactly. And what he did was very wrong. And I get why this is a big deal, but at the same time, it's half and half. Both sides have different stories, and personally, I'm not in it. I'm just letting it happen, especially here in Canada. It's not such a huge thing.
It's still
It's
happening. It's just
smaller.
not as big
It's
as what's
still
happening in
happening.
America.
Yeah, exactly. And I I don't know. Like I'm just staying out of it. I'm literally just staying out of it. I have nothing to say about it. Really, I think it's messed up what the cop did, but I get both sides of the story. I
Hmm.
get both sides of the story. Um, but
Yeah.
we don't need more stuff like this. And the cops must feel so dumb right now, especially because of that one cop that did that, and that
Hmm.
just blew up. And now all these other cops must be like so embarrassed. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
that must suck to have, yeah.
If
But,
I was a cop right now, I would just quit, to be honest. I would quit.
yeah, it seems like a hard time, especially with COVID-19. Being a cop right now is probably quite insane, not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
it's a crazy time right now, guys. Like, it's a crazy time right now.
2020 is not like any other year anyone in humanity has experienced before. This is I
mean, yeah, I don't know about that, but for sure it's not the best year we've seen recently, for sure. But
the year's not even
I
over. It's
mean,
like just halfway.
no, it's not.
People don't know
Yeah,
what's gonna
exactly.
come up down the road because of everything that we're doing. There's consequences to what we're doing right now.
Hey,
And
but do you want to hear something good? Some good news?
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but do you want to hear some good news? We have less pollution
Yeah.
because of COVID-19, right?
Yeah.
So for all of you who care, I care about pollution for everybody. You know,
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome. On the bright side, just putting that out there, like that's pretty awesome. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, stores are for sure getting a lot busier. Um, uh, a park close to us has opened up. Um, just a small park, but it's opened up, and things are starting to mellow down. But again, this can just be considered wave one, right?
Yeah, definitely.
In a video game, there's so many more waves, and we might just this might just be past. We may all have coronavirus. We just don't know. We may all have it. We have maybe we've all, some of us have even passed it on to someone else, and just we don't even have it anymore. Maybe,
Yeah, because some
or maybe
people
it's
they
like
don't even show
stuck inside of us.
symptoms and they still have it. But
Yeah, it's the hold your breath for 10 seconds thing that doesn't really work that well. It's you know I don't you know what you can't I don't know. Personally, I can't do anything about it. It's hard because we can't really do much about it, and that's the problem. It's hard when you can't do much about it, and it's still happening. You
yeah,
know, that's the big thing is that we can't do a lot about it, and that's the problem.
we could do little
Like
things about it, like staying home if someone
yeah,
does have it. That impacts a lot of
yeah.
stuff,
Oh
just so they
yeah,
don't pass
for
it
sure.
on.
But I'm just saying like we can't just like get a cure and stop it.
Yeah,
Like with some
it
of the
takes
things, like
work
it's
and like just
exactly.
us two 12-year-olds sitting at home playing video games. Don't we don't we can't do that a
This
lot
is
about
just a
it.
normal day. Staying at home is just a normal day for me, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I've been doing online school, and it's interesting. Like it's something I've never done before, and it's I've honestly never really done online school before. Um, but I mean, I do it every morning, every day, and it gets me out of bed. It's kind of nice, not gonna lie, and especially because you can just stay in your own house and you can just be chill.
Yeah,
You know what I
definitely.
mean? I I can't tell. I don't know if I enjoy it more or enjoy it less. It's weird. I enjoy seeing my friends, and stuff like that. I mean, you can still, but it's like online.
Mhm.
Not the same thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know what we can do. We just have
Yeah.
to wait. I don't
Wait
know.
and see
We
what
can do our
happens.
best, but yeah, that's
Luck
kind of with
hasn't been
everything in the
good
world right
for
now.
Earth.
2019 or 2020, yeah. We 2020 is we just gotta do our best and see what happens in the future.
Mhm.
Obviously, we cannot tell the future, so we just have to wait and do our best. But that's pretty much what 2020 is about so far.
Yeah.
It's just waiting and doing our best to fix everything and do everything. So yeah,
No, this has
but
been a really weird time for all of
yeah,
us.
yeah, it's hard for everybody. It's really hard for everybody,
Yeah.
especially without seeing family members, and a lot of jobs have been lost too.
And people
Um,
being lost. That's
yes, too, and we're very thankful for the frontline workers and police and everything doing their best right now. Thank you all.
Mm.
And yeah, I think that will do it for this episode. Hey.
Yeah. So I'll.
I was remember, guys, to like and subscribe. Turn on that notifications bell if you haven't already. And thank you for all those who have subscribed to us. And we just have to wait till what Fortnite does and what coronavirus does and what the virus, everything, what it does. We'll have an episode for you, of course, on Monday.
Yes.
That'll do it. That'll do it for this episode.
Yeah, Monday's
See you
episode was
guys.
supposed to be about the event, but it's been delayed.
Yeah, it
So
won't be.
we'll talk
But we'll
about
find something.
some
Yeah,
stuff.
we'll find something to talk about, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll have an episode for you guys on Monday. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in another video. Bye.